If you're feeling anxious about heading back to school, you're not alone. I've worked with countless teens and young adults who have honestly started the school year feeling overwhelmed, nervous, and even scared. Today, I want to give you strategies that can help you get through those first few weeks of back to school anxiety. I'm Jessica Davis, a licensed therapist and mindset coach for teens and young adults. I have over a decade's worth of experience. I specialize in working with teens and young adults who struggle with anxiety, overthinking, and low self esteem. But before we dive in, what I want to share here is meant to support you, but it is not a replacement for therapy. Take what helps and leave what doesn't. And if things ever feel too much, too heavy, please reach out to someone you trust. All right, let's talk about back to school anxiety and some hopefully innovative ways to manage it. So, why does school anxiety happen? Back to school anxiety comes from not knowing what to expect. It's new teachers, new peers, sometimes even a new environment. Back to school anxiety can be seen as early as kindergarten and all the way up to college. You start to worry about what will people think? Will they like me? Will this be a good school year? Or even potentially what could go wrong? But in this video, it is all about how to control the narrative and set you up for how to stop the noise of the intrusive thoughts and the overthinking so that you can feel more confident. Strategy number 1, visualize things going right. When you're anxious, your mind wants to try to prepare you. So it goes over all the worst case scenarios so that you can know what to expect. The thing is, the more we play out those worst case scenarios, the more we end up feeling like things are going to go wrong. And we are setting ourselves up for things to go wrong. You might be thinking that I can't control my thoughts and they just pop in my head out of nowhere. I want to challenge you to find 10 minutes before you get out of bed to visualize things going well, that you have the best first day, or if it's not the first day, that you have just a great day going forward. Maybe you've been crying every morning, but today we're going to visualize being calm. We're going to visualize feeling as if we're laughing with people in the hallway and we're high-fiving maybe our friends, even if we don't have any, or that we have made it to all our classes and we never participate, but today you have the answer. And when you give the answer, everyone is impressed with your response. And maybe you get a compliment from a peer or a teacher, and you're just riding that wave of happiness and joy. And the day goes by way faster than you could have ever hoped. It doesn't really matter what you visualize. The goal is that you yourself visualize things going well. This may take time and practice. It will feel foreign and possibly uncomfortable in the beginning. But if you stick with this strategy and implement it, you will see progress in how you feel. Also, visualizing success helps reduce our anxiety. Basically, the more you see yourself winning, the more you will have wins. Strategy number 2, ground yourself with a powerful playlist. Now, I know you're thinking, I play music all the time. Yes, and I get that. But the type of music you play is important. Music evokes emotion in us. It can bring us back to a favorite memory or moment. It can lead us to feel overwhelmed with emotion, like crying or jumping for joy. So many different things. The problem is that teens and young adults often are playing music that isn't uplifting. They're playing music that is sad and depressing, or a rhythm that is so upbeat and fast that it's actually creating worry within our body. We want to play music that is going to build confidence, that's going to evoke motivation and excitement for the day and joy. That's the type of music we're wanting to create on this playlist. I would absolutely love it if you have a song that you think will help others. Drop it down in the comments below so that other people can add it to theirs. The more we help each other, the better we are. Number 3, carry a comfort item. This is something where I know you might be thinking that's so babyish or only kids do that. But honestly, I think it's one of the more undervalued and underutilized strategies to use. It actually is effective for anyone at any age. Just like music evokes this emotion from you, so can comfort items. It can make you feel secure or like there's a piece of home with you and lead you to just feel more at peace. I used to wear a number necklace, and anytime I got overwhelmed or uncomfortable, I could rub the necklace and it would reset me, or I would just adjust it and play with it, and it would just help me to feel more at ease. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't have to be something big. It could be a keychain, a bracelet, it can honestly even be a hair tie, or it could be a watch. It just has to be significant to you. So it could be a gift from a family member, a friend. It could be something that reminds you of someone who you look up to, like a star or an athlete. It doesn't matter. I think the goal is that you have something with you physically that you can use to help you get through. Strategy number 4, create a secret anxiety mantra. This is one of my favorites, and it's because I really believe in the power of thoughts, and I personally have seen the power of using mantras. And it can really embolden you, motivate you, and carry you through a difficult time. Often, I think that teens and young adults don't think that they're using mantras, but they're just unaware that they already are, and they're unhealthy ones. So, for example, it could be you're struggling with anxiety and someone's trying to help you through it, but you keep saying, I can't, I can't, I can't, right? Over and over. That's a mantra. You're telling yourself internally and outwardly, you can't get through. Remember, the brain will believe what you tell it. So, we want to come up with a mantra that will actually help you work through your anxiety. You want it to be short, something you can remember and say privately, and even if you had to, say it out loud as well. It could be something as simple as, I got it, or it could be, just breathe. You want to keep it simple, 3 to 5 words max. The personal mantra is there to ground you and shift you from anxiety to back into control. If you are finding any value in what I'm sharing today, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any tips to share or points that you want to make, please add them in the comments. Grab your anxiety survival toolkit. It is packed with practical tools for managing anxiety. You can grab it free in the description. Number 5, practice, practice, practice. Sometimes our anxiety comes from a lack of practice and knowledge. If you're able to, please go to your school early. If they have an orientation, sign up and go. Practice walking the halls, going through your schedule. If you have a locker, practice opening your locker. Just practice being in the setting that you're going to be in and things that you might feel like would be a struggle for you to overcome the first day of school. If your school has already started, no worries. You can still practice after school. Go in early or stay late and practice whatever it is that you're feeling anxious about. If you're worried about the time from one class to another, practice that part of your day. If you are concerned about being in just a new environment and not knowing where things are, practice going through it. The more you practice, the more confident you'll feel and the more comfortable you'll feel in this new setting as well. Some teens and young adults are afraid to ask for help. They feel like if they ask for help, they're going to seem stupid. But we all have been lost before. We have all struggled to find things. So if that is you, find someone that you feel comfortable with, ask them for help to get you where you need to go, or in this case, practice when you have the time. Number 6, write or play a morning pep talk. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, you've already given me something to do in the morning with this visualization. Why are you suggesting that I add more onto my morning? Well, research shows that one negative thought can strongly impact our mood, and intentionally countering it with positive thoughts can help with balance and shifting our mindset. So, the more we pump ourselves with positive thoughts, the better we will feel, and the more our brain trusts that we can get through. Also, this is pretty easy to add. You can either write 3 quick sentences to hype yourself up before the day, or you can journal for 5 minutes. You'd be surprised how much you can write or type in that time frame. It's also a cool way to track how you've been feeling at the beginning of the year and see how much you've grown throughout. I currently do this for 20 minutes in the morning. And I feel like, honestly, for teens and young adults, 5 to 10 minutes is more than enough time to have a major impact. I have seen the results. I feel like I have a better morning when I do it. And the cool thing is, you can do different things throughout. So maybe one day you write about what happened the previous day. You could write what you're wanting to happen for that day. You could go over your wins that have happened. You could acknowledge that you're just trying. It doesn't have to be this set prompt. You can just write what you're feeling and use it as motivation. But if writing or journaling isn't for you, and it's not for everyone, you can play a morning pep talk. You could look up motivational videos on YouTube. You could play speeches that inspire you, or listen to podcasts or audiobooks that are focused on self-development and improving yourself. The morning pep talk before school is to continue to bombard yourself with as much positivity as possible to help boost your confidence. Strategy number 7, talk with AI. I know there are therapists that are anti AI, but I'm not one of them. AI isn't going anywhere and it can be a resourceful tool. However, AI is not a replacement for a professional therapy, especially in crisis situations. It's good as an immediate support or to help with coping, but for deeper issues, it is important to speak to a mental health therapist. Even AI gives this disclaimer, so it knows its own limits. Now, often teens and young adults will send out so many text messages or snaps on how they're feeling. They'll tell their family members and friends that they are overwhelmed and they need help. And this is where AI can really be helpful. You can simply share your worries or thoughts and ask AI to help you get through it. AI will then give you a supportive response back and provide you coping skills to get through the day. It's great because it's a free resource and you can download it on your phone. You can also go back and forth with it like you're having a text message exchange. Now, not all AI is created equal, so definitely try out a few ones to see what works best for you. If your school doesn't allow phone usage during school, then I would suggest using AI before you leave in the mornings or on the way to school. Anxiety doesn't get to define your school year. You have more control and power than you think. These strategies might feel small, but if you use them, it will lead to major improvements. Strength grows every time you face your anxiety head on. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, please watch this next one. I think it will be super helpful to you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, keep moving forward, trust yourself, and remember, you have what it takes to block out the noise.